All right, so we're reading for Amy today. Hi, Amy. Welcome to our circle. We're super excited to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm super excited.
We're going to just start by taking a couple deep breaths and just to ground ourselves and connect to each other and feel connected to ourselves. So if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and do that. Get in a relaxed position, whatever works for you. And I know this may seem a little bit funny, but I like to breathe in through the bottoms of my feet. So if that feels good for you, go ahead and take a deep breath in, breathing in through the bottoms of your feet. And feel the energy move up your body slowly. Just feel that, bring it up and visualize it in your head. And bring it up all the way to the top of your head. And when you get to the top of your head, just take a minute and feel the energy there filling up your body and feel how that feels for you. And then you can bring it back down and you'll just breathe out, breathing the energy back down, down, down. And as you're bringing it down, just allow anything that is ready to be released, anything that no longer serves you to just go with it. And you can breathe that out, down, out the bottoms of your feet and feel that go into the earth where it's transmuted and moved. And then you can take another deep breath in, breathing in through the bottoms of your feet, moving the energy all the way up to the top of your head. Feeling the energy in your body. And in this place, you are connected to yourself, you're connected to the universe, you're connected to each other. And just take a minute to feel how that feels in your body. And when you're ready, you can release that, moving it down, back down, all the way through your body, feeling anything, your energy moving out, and anything that needs to be released, be letting it go and out through the bottoms of your feet and into the earth. And we'll do one last deep breath, again, in through the bottoms of your feet, moving that energy all the way up till you get to the top of your head. Feeling that energy, feeling your connection, feeling safe, feeling connected, and feeling the love from the universe and each other. And then you can allow it to release, again, moving it down. And when you're ready, just push anything that no longer serves you again out through the bottoms of your feet, into the earth. And then you can come back when you feel comfortable and ready. All right, and who just joined? I don't know the name here. Is it?
Me, Priya.
I thought it might be you, but I wasn't sure with the name. I just wanted to make sure I know. I'm renaming you if that's okay. Is it okay?
Oh my God, sorry. I didn't realize it's my son's name. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm renaming you.
Okay, thank you.
You have two Y's, right?
Yeah, two A's. Oh, no,
Two
it's okay.
A's.
No problem, actually. Priya. Thank you.
Two A's at the end? Like that?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
I knew
Correct.
there was a double in there. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so we are reading for Amy. How we do this is I'm going to put a timer on for 5 minutes. Everybody's going to write down everything they get about you. And then when the timer's up, we'll come back and we'll all go around and let you know what we got. Any questions before we get started?
No, none for me.
All right, perfect. I'm going to mute everybody and just feel free if anyone has any questions, just unmute yourself. All right, that was 5 minutes. Who wants to go first? Any volunteers?
I can go first.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so the first, I heard 3 words, study, books, and research. Just right away when I tapped in. As far as relationships, I don't see that you have any children currently. I don't feel that you are married, but I did pick up on a relationship. But I feel like there's been something that happened recently, or that could have been involving you to separate from this relationship. I don't know. I see some anger or some type of discord. I also picked up, I saw someone hiking, and then I saw mountains and trees. So I don't know if that's something you like to do, or I feel like you are pretty active and you like to do things. Then I saw a moose with big antlers. I don't know, know where that came from, but I also had a vision of you looking at something closely, or with a light, like a flashlight, but it was like one of those little, a light with a headband, like that's sitting on your
A
head,
headlamp.
your forehead. Yeah, something like that. That's all I got.
Awesome. That was really specific.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go around the circle before we ask you to validate that, okay? All right, who's next? Sarah?
Bingo. Priya here.
Um,
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
Sorry.
oh, okay. I saw a lot of things that I couldn't really make sense of, but
That's all right. Just go with it.
I saw a camel. You know the animal?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to make sense of it, and I saw the dunes, and I saw a person on a camel in the dunes. I don't know if you say that in English, the dunes.
Goons?
Dune, like Sahara?
Oh, like a desert?
Yeah. And then I saw a cave. It's deep inside a cave, and then at the end of the cave there was like an arena with people filled, and I don't know if there was a football or baseball game playing, but there was something going on in that arena, and that's it.
Okay. Did you get any feelings with it, Sarah?
Yeah, but nothing that makes sense, like how a cave feels,
Okay. All right. All right, Priya, you're up.
Okay, for the first thing I got when I connected with Amy was I got an image of the sun, the SUN, and then I wrote vitamin D. I don't know what it means, but maybe there's that. And I got a hot sensation on my palms. So I feel that there is the temperature seems to be, or is this is the first time I got a hot sensation on my palm, so I figured that out. Okay. Then I got a blue light. So I saw this blue light and I saw wings. So to me, that's Archangel Michael. So he comes in the time of protection. And for the age I got in the 20s, I got a number 23. Then married, I got no. Kids, no. Relationship, there seems to be a yes. And the minute I hear relationship, I heard love yourself, and I got the word impulse. And then next word was addiction, and the next word was CORD, CORD. And
Hold on. I got yes to relationship, love yourself, impulse, and then that
Addiction.
word you just spelled, okay, addiction, and then what was the other word?
CORD, CORDs, energetic cords, cords. Energetic cords, like
I don't know what you're saying. C-O what?
CORD.
Chords.
Chords.
Oh,
Is that
okay, I
what you're
got
saying,
you.
Priya?
Chords, I
Sorry,
got it.
thanks for that.
Okay, sorry, I wanted to make sure I had it right.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, then the blue appeared again. I saw the sea. There was a sea, and interestingly, I heard surf. I saw a surfboard, surfing board.
A surfboard, yeah.
And then the blue reminded me of the throat chakra apparently, and something about communication. And then I was brought into this library with books and an ancient clock ticking away, and was like so silent you can just hear the clock going tick tick tick. It's like pin drop silence. Okay, yep. And there was a crystal ball there. That was interesting.
That is interesting. Is that it?
Yep,
Perfect.
that's it.
All right, that was a lot too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I got the first thing I heard was rigidity, meaning like you have an idea about something, you want something to be one way, but it's going another way, but you have the specific way that you want it. And then I wrote, you want out. I then saw you painting a huge canvas, like it was a whole wall. I'm not sure if you are artistic in some way, or this is a metaphor for what you're creating. But it was a paintbrush with and you were doing really broad swipes with the paintbrush. And I felt like you're a big picture type person, but you have big plans and sort of everything is big. I saw you playing in a field with a dog. I felt like you are really fun. You like to have fun, but I feel like someone is getting in the way of you having fun. I wrote someone stopping you, but then I saw you hopping over it. Like there was an image of a kid with like a jump rope. Like this came right in after that. And I saw you like just hopping over it and doing your own thing. And then this is weird because everybody was getting like these exotic animals. We have a camel. We have, what was the other one? There was a camel, there was a moose and a camel. And I saw a peacock. Like this weird, like all of us getting these weird exotic animals. The peacock though is like what Priya was saying with like the blue and the greens. But I saw you chasing the peacock. This is the key in this, and trying to pluck the feather, but you couldn't catch it. And I felt like you're pulling on something. But something's getting in the way, like you couldn't catch it. There was nothing you could do to catch it. So I think that was a symbol for me. All right, so that's what I got. We're gonna go around. I wrote everything down, and I'm gonna just ask you to let us know if any of this resonates. And a lot of the things that we are getting are symbolic. So just keep that in mind too.
So do you just want yes and no's or
Yes
explanation?
or no's, and I'll ask you if I want more.
Okay.
And then at the end, we'll have you fill in all the details.
Okay, perfect.
Because we're going to do a card reading next, and then we're going to do this spirit reading for mediumship. And I think things will get clarified as we keep going.
Perfect.
Okay, so Rhonda got first. She heard study, books, and research. Did that resonate with you?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. And then with relationships, 2 people got no children and not married. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then the relationship, both people who picked up on relationships picked up on that there was a relationship. It may be just ending, but something that does that
Yes.
resonate? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So specifically for Rhonda, she said something happened with this relationship causing the separation. So you're separated? Or
Separate from an old one in a new one right now, if
okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. And she felt anger and discord.
In the
So,
old one, yes.
in the old one,
Not the new
okay.
one.
Okay. Okay. Good job, Rhonda. She's our relationship lady. She always picks up on these relationships. It's funny, like each of us have like a specific thing we usually pick up on. It's funny how we all work together. Okay. Then she saw hiking and mountains and trees.
I'm going on a camping trip next week, so I was thinking maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the UK right now, so I've been doing a lot of hiking.
Okay. Fun. Okay. She felt like you're active. You like to do a lot of things. You're okay. All right. Let's talk about the moose with the big antlers. Did that resonate with you? Could you?
My cousin just bought a dog and named it Moose 2 weeks ago. So that's the only thing I could think of. And there's been a little tension about that because my sister wanted to name her dog Moose. So that's kind of the only thing I could think of.
That is really cool.
Interesting, because I hardly see animals when I'm like, that's not
I get goosebumps all over. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. And this is a little bit more general. She saw you looking at something closely with the headlamp, like a flashlight. And it could be like turning over a situation, something like that.
Not that I could think of.
Okay.
Personally, no.
Okay. All right. Good job, Rhonda. Was there anything I missed for what you got?
No.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Sarah. All right. She saw the camel, and then when she was asking to clarify the desert. I don't know if you have anything that resonates with that.
Not that I could think of. No.
Okay. And then she saw the cave. She felt like you were deep inside the cave with the arena at the end of the cave with this game being played. And when I asked her about the feeling, she said she was like feeling like it would feel like in the cave, which I think is significant.
I'm not trying to like pinpoint every single thing, but just being all like the hiking I've been doing, there's been a lot of caves that we've been going into.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm living in Belfast. There's a huge arena, the Odyssey Arena right there with that they play games. But again, I don't know if that's reaching or the cave 100% because we have been doing a lot of those.
Yeah, no, I think it's good to hear. And then because it was kind of general, but I think it's cool. All right. It's better to hear those things because I mean, she could be picking up on the location because also you're obviously not from the UK, right? So that's probably a big thing for you that you're traveling. So that could be significant. It could be significant. She could be just picking up on the fact that you were traveling. That could have been what it was. Okay. You know, because we get symbols. It's hard to know what, but that is helpful. I'm glad you shared that because sometimes we get stuff and then we get a reader who says, oh, it doesn't resonate at all. We don't get enough information to be able to validate it. So it at least gives her something to go off of. She could have been picking up on the location.
Perfect.
All right. So Priya, she got the image of the sun. And then when she was clarifying, she got the vitamin D. So I don't know if that's significant to you.
I like summer.
Okay. All right. And then she felt this hot temperature in your palms. She couldn't really pinpoint that. But Priya is like, she picks up on a lot of medical stuff. So just not sure exactly what that is, if you have anything, but it's something. Maybe she'll be able to clarify as we go. Okay.
Maybe.
All right. And then she saw the blue light with the wings, and she connected with Archangel Michael, and she felt like it's a time of protection. So for her, when Archangel Michael comes in, that's what that means. Not sure if that resonates with you, if you are feeling like that in your life right now.
Not really, no. Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right. And we might get more information on that.
Mhm.
All right. Then she picked up on the number of 23. And again, that might be coming up more as we go, but not sure if that number is important to you.
I was just 23 2 weeks ago. So
Oh,
I just turned
cool.
24.
Okay. All right. She also picked up no marriage, no kids, but she said that she picked up on that relationship
Mhm.
and she got the message about loving yourself and then also impulse.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if that,
Oh, those two, yes, 100%.
okay. All right. And then she got the word cords. And when I asked her to clarify, Priya, tell me if I'm correct. When you clarified, because I could not understand the word you were spelling, I thought you said cutting cords.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's why I couldn't hear you, because it was important for you to say cutting cords.
Okay.
That's how this works sometimes. Okay. And it makes sense. And the next word she got was addiction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So, all right. And we'll hopefully get more information on that. Okay. Let me go. There was more here. Okay. Then she saw blue and then the sea and saw a surfboard.
The CES surfboard now.
Okay. The throat chakra and communication. There's something important about communication right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, okay, Rhonda was picking up on studying and research. And then Priya also got the library with the books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this is the interesting part, which I think is probably a symbol, but maybe it's something specific for you, but she saw the ancient clock. This is in the library, I believe. And it was like tick, 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 tick. And there was a crystal ball there.
Not that I could think of, no.
Okay. So I think that's probably a symbol for something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the crystal ball, probably a spiritual connection there. Okay. All right, Priya, did I miss anything? Did you want to ask her for any additional information?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then what I got rigidity, wanting something to be one way, but it's going another. And then I heard you want out. Did that resonate? Or part of it resonate? Because I think maybe they were two separate things, a rigidity, and then the other could have been two separate things.
Probably the first part. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I heard you want out. Maybe that'll get clarified. All right, the painting.
Again, I don't know if I'm reaching, but I had my boyfriend, I did like a paint, like one of those like sip and paints last night, which is just like you're like having a glass of wine, like painting your own
last
things.
night
That's
you did that?
Yeah, that's the only
so
thing
cool.
I could think of.
Okay. All right. I could have been picking up on that, but I think it was more the symbol thing. So I heard big, like everything is big. You're a big picture person. You have big plans. Everything is big.
Yep.
Okay. All right. It's like everything's huge. Okay. About fun, like feel like you're like to have a lot of fun, but something's holding you back. Is something getting in the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like there is something getting in the way, but I do see you hopping over it. I'm not sure if that's the tactic you've taken or the one you will take, but there is a hopping over it. So maybe that's the future. Peacock, did that? No? Okay.
No.
I don't know. I kind of feel like you're chasing something and it's like running away from you. I don't know what that is, but okay. It's just interesting that the three exotic,
Hmm.
I don't know if a moose is really exotic, but it felt like a weird thing. Like those were three very specific animals that we normally wouldn't pick up on. So,
Hmm.
okay. Anybody have anything else before we go on to the cards? Anyone? No. Okay. All right. So I picked, well, two cards fell out this morning. Let me try to share them with you. Share screen. Okay. Let me pull them up. I didn't want to share it right there. Hold on. Let's see if it, oh, here we go. Okay. Let me know if you can see them.
Mhm.
Hopefully this is clear enough because it was really dark. I did it early in the morning. There was not really a ton of light. I have fork in the road and then the fates. Okay, so I am going to put everybody on mute and we're going to read these for 5 minutes and then come back and do the same thing. Any questions before we get started? Okay, and just unmute yourself if you have a question. Okay, that was 5 minutes. Who wants to go first? Rhonda? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. I feel like I got a lot of messages. So with the first card, I just heard stop and take time to think clearly about your next move. And then follow what you feel is best. But don't have any fears about it, because I feel like you're not alone and you're being guided. I was pulled to I think this, what is the owl that's sitting on this what is that? It looks like an owl. That's what I
Is
got
this?
drawn to.
Can you
No,
see my
Yeah,
pointer?
deer, what is this?
Oh, yeah,
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 I can
yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see the
Yeah,
owl
and it
right
just
there.
made me feel like a wise one or someone with wisdom, a guide that's sitting there while, while the animal is faced with all these different arrows. Just makes me think of decisions. And this may not be something currently, but I feel like you're pretty young and you will probably have something come up where you probably need to make a decision on, or if you're feeling kind of stuck on, what should I do with this situation? So that's what I felt with that card.
Okay.
And then the second card, this one was a little different, but it still kind of fits though, I think. I was focusing on the lady looking at that star right in front of her. It was yellow. It made me think of the solar plexus and just trusting your intuition. So I just wrote down what I heard, like pay attention to your intuition, move forward with what you desire, and trust in the unknown. Okay. And that's what I got with the cards.
Awesome. I'm just writing.
Okay.
Okay, I'll ask you to clarify because I did my best to write it all down. Okay. Sarah, you want to go?
Yeah. I got stuff similar to Wanda, like all the things that I was drawn to in the cards were more like talking about maybe you not knowing where you end up on a path, but that it's gonna be fine and you need to trust. And then it got really weird. And you see the light in the fog in the road, like I saw a UFO coming down.
Oh,
And yeah, I don't know, maybe you're interested in, I don't know if you believe in ETs or not, maybe you're interested in it. Yeah, but that's what I thought.
very cool. That's fun.
Yeah,
Love it.
that's it.
All right. All right. Priya?
yeah. Okay. For me, I got a real story for the first card. The first one was, okay, so there are three animals here, right? So the first thing I got was, she's the llama. I don't know if it's a llama, but it seems like a llama to me.
Okay.
And her mind's the monkey, which is sitting on the arrow, the directional board.
Yep.
And her intuition, her inner guidance system is the owl, which is taking the back seat right now. So what I got was, she said the crossroads in the direction or the path she needs to take. She wants to take a safe and fulfilling path, but the monkey is her mind, which is trying to distract her from making the decision, giving her all the what ifs, feeding her with all the fear. But she needs to take a step back and connect with the intuition, which is the wise owl, which has now been taking the back seat and it's waiting for her to connect. So she needs to go to I heard, go to the forest in the silence and the answer will come. That's what I heard for the first card. And yeah, and then the forest is quite dim lighted. So the first thing was she can't see clearly right now. So that's what I got. Okay. Then for the second card, it was she's looking at her future very up close right now, and those stars actually representing her opportunities, and there's a lot of abundance waiting for her. That's what I heard. And sometimes I don't know if y'all can see, but in the shoulder of the girl there's a face looking to the front. Yep. And so what I heard was sometimes it's okay to take a break from wanting to make the right decision and just like move forward. Just go with the flow. That's what I heard. Yep. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. I just want to say I really loved what you told us about the first card. I thought that was really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got to find on these papers. Okay, what I got. Okay. Mine was a little weird and different from what everyone else got. I felt you packing up, like the animal looks like he's going on a road. I know he's not packed up like you see like donkeys with, stuff being, but that's what I felt in my mind. Like you're packing up to go somewhere and this animal is going with you. And then it's really weird. Maybe this is all the cards in this deck. But up here on the cards, the little thing with the number that looked like eyes on both cards. And I felt like someone's watching over you. But then I saw the monkey and I saw monkey see. I heard monkey see, monkey do. So it felt like someone's taking cues from you, like they're watching you to like take in information and taking your cues to, and I'm not sure what if that's, I think it's in the relationship that you're in. Like, I don't know, monkey see, monkey do. That's what I got. And then they're looking for signs and signals. And then I wrote down signs, and then I wrote down signals. And then they said for me to write it together, signs and signals. So I don't know what that means. Signs and signals. Something also is in your face. If you see this, I think it's a deer, but I got monkey and Priya got llama. I don't know if those are important or not, but I felt like it was donkey. It's in, the arrow is in its face. It's like touching its face. And that was significant. Like whatever answer way you have to go, it's like in your face, like you can't miss it. I don't know what this is even referring to, but I wrote crossing finish line. I don't even remember writing that. Crossing finish line. And then on the other card, I wrote strung up. The stars are strung up, but this one is flat. I wrote flatlining. Felt like you're waiting for something, but they're telling you to keep moving forward. No flatlining is allowed. And then I felt like someone or something has your back. That's what I got from this thing here. It's like, whatever it is, it might be like a spiritual guide or something. It's got your back. That's what I got. All right, let's go back. Okay, Rhonda was first. Okay, so she got, and just interrupt me, Rhonda, if I've got this wrong. Stop and take time to think clearly. Follow what you feel is best with no fears. You're not alone. You're being guided. And she felt like the owl was this wise guide. Did that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Okay. She also felt like this maybe wasn't right now, but your future. But if it resonates, maybe it is for now. Then for the second card, she got that star right in front of you. She was feeling solar plexus, which is related to what she was saying was trusting your intuition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. She said, move forward with what you desire, trust what you know. Did I get that right, Rhonda?
Or like trust in the unknown.
Oh,
'Cause
in the
sometimes
unknown.
We kind of have that stagnant feeling like we don't know how it's going to go, but I feel
Trust
like,
in the unknown. Why did I write trust
Yeah.
what you know? Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
Okay. Did I miss anything, Rhonda?
No,
Was there anything specifically you want her to validate? Okay.
no.
Okay. Then we went to Sarah. Okay. She got not knowing where you end up. She felt like you're uncomfortable in not knowing where you're ending up, but it's going to be fine. She said to trust. I'm assuming that resonates.
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay, what about the UFOs? Are you interested in ETs that have any, like,
No.
it's so awesome. Oh, that's cool. All right. Maybe we'll connect to an ET when we do mediumship.
Maybe.
Good fun. Okay. Anything else, Sarah, you wanted me to have her validate? You good?
No. thanks.
Okay. All right. So let's go on to what Priya got. Okay. She got the 3 animals. I'm going to ask first about the llama. Does the llama have any significance to you?
Not the animal, no.
Okay. All right. So, oh man, I can't read this. Something. Oh, the mind is the monkey. Okay. So the llama is you, the mind is the monkey, and the intuition. And I like how she said it was very specifically, at least what I heard was Mr. Owl is taking the back seat, your intuition. She felt like you're at a crossroads, at a safe path. The monkey mind is distracting you and feeding your fears. She said to take a step back, connect with your intuition, go to the forest in silence, and I can't read it. Oh, the answer will come.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Hmm.
Okay, so did I get that right, Priya? That first part, is that right? Did I get it all for that first part?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sorry. Yes.
Okay. So then she said, she pointed out the forest, it's dim, you can't see clearly right now. Did that resonate, that you feel like you aren't seeing clearly?
No. I
Okay.
feel like I'm seeing, yeah.
Okay. And she says that you're looking at your future close up right now, but the stars are representing your opportunities. There's lots of abundance in your future. And with that base, feeling like sometimes it's okay to take a break and to go with the flow. That's the message for you to take, I think. All right. Did I get everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted her to specifically validate?
Not really, because it was all metaphorical. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there were messages for her to take. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. And then let's see, where's what I wrote down? Okay. Okay. The packing up. This with someone watching over you, the signs and the symbols. Did that resonate at all?
Mhm.
What about
Mhm.
signs and signals, the way they had me write it?
That doesn't, no.
Okay.
Not that I could think of.
Okay. What about monkey see, monkey do?
Not
No.
not really, no.
Okay. All right. And then I got the crossing the finish line. I don't know what that was referring to, but that was some random thing I wrote down.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Hmm.
All right. So then the whole strung up thing, waiting for something, it's all strung up and not flatlining, keeping moving forward, no flatlining.
Hmm.
That resonated.
Hmm.
Okay. And then this guide, whatever it is, somebody in your life has your back. And I think that's a message for you to take.
Hmm.
Okay. Anything you wanted to add about any of this?
No, unless anyone wants clarity on anything.
Okay. Anyone have anything else before we move on? we're perfect timing today. Okay. All right. We are going to move on to mediumship. So at this point, I'm going to set the timer for another 5 minutes, and we're going to try to connect to any spirits that might be around you, try to get some messages and see who comes through. All right. Anybody have questions before we get started? All right. I'm going to mute everybody and set the timer. Okay, that was 5 minutes. Rhonda, you want to go first? You're still working?
Yeah, but I can go ahead.
Okay.
So I got 2 energies. I picked up on the male energy first, and I couldn't distinguish if this was a relative. I first got grandfather, but then I didn't feel like this was he didn't present to me as a grandfather. Um, but I'll just describe, he was a tall man. He had a beard, kind of medium build, but sort of stocky, kind of reminded me of like a lumberjack. I don't know. But I feel like he was smiling. He seemed to be very fun and likable, good with his hands. And I felt like he was a person that was good at teaching about survival skills. I saw him driving like a pickup truck or a dirt bike. And then I saw him using a bow and arrow. This is the first time where I really couldn't pinpoint. I don't know if this person was a relative or this could be a guide. And then I picked up on the female energy. Now, this I feel like is someone that has passed on. It's an older lady, but she had her hair kind of was curly, but it was pent up. But she had like an elegant presence about her, and I only seen like the top half of her. She was really calm. She was holding a cigarette, kind of like in one of those little holders. It was like long. I don't know. She also felt like she had a feisty personality. But I couldn't get any further. But she had like a sheer type of scarf around her neck. I that was all I was able to get.
Okay. Very good. Sorry, my papers are getting all mixed up here. I didn't couldn't find my notebook this morning, so I'm on pieces of paper. It's not working very good. All right. Sarah, you want to go next?
Yeah, I also saw an older woman. She was wearing a blue and white apron. I got a very homely feeling, and she was baking a lot. And she said dear a lot. And then I saw a garden with trees, and that was it.
Was she in the garden with the trees, or that was separate?
It belonged to the person, I didn't see her in it.
And did you get a feeling or no?
For the garden?
Homey. Yeah, I'm just trying to connect it. See if we have any way to connect the two or get a message from it.
I think if this is a real person, that was probably her garden.
Okay, cool. All right, Priya.
Yeah, I got a grandma figure. I'm not sure if it's a great grandma or grandma, but she was wearing this white blouse and a cream pants, and she's wearing her glasses. I don't know why, but she was like taking off her glasses and she was peering peering towards me, like trying to like have a good look. And because she placed her hands on the glasses to look, then I noticed her hands looked a bit painful. I heard the word painful. So I thought maybe it could be arthritis in her hands. And because of her position, she was up and I was down. I believe myself is actually Amy, so she's like watching over and taking off the glasses and peering was a bit just trying to figure out what it meant. Maybe she's having a look at everything's happening. I don't know. I don't know why she had to take off her glasses to have a look. She's long-sighted, short-sighted. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Was there more?
Yeah. Then she tried to speak and her lips were started to fumble a bit, like she was trying to say something, but I didn't get anything. But I just had this warm feeling, and she was at two locations. First was in the home environment, very cozy couch and very lavish house. And the next one, she popped up at the swimming pool, by the swimming pool as well. So I do not know what's the significance of that, but
Oh,
yeah, that's all I got.
all right. Seems like we all picked up on the same person, maybe. I also got a grandmother figure. I gotta find the paper that I wrote this down on. Here it is. Okay. Okay, so what's interesting is when the way I do it is I visualize a door, and when I open the door, my spirit's there. And this time my door was tie-dyed. It was a tie-dye door, mostly orange though. So I don't know if that has any relevance, but I saw like this little old lady. She was really like little looking, and she was below me. So Preya saw her above, I saw her below me. She was sitting in a rocking chair, asked me to come sit down for tea. I felt like you never met this woman. I felt like she passed before you were born. I felt breast cancer. Or some kind of terminal illness, but she really wanted to meet you. It was like really hard for her to pass away before you were born. She had she was like this little old frail lady. She was very powerful in her message. She said, "You are the most beautiful girl ever. I love you so much. You were and I felt like maybe this was your mother's mother. Could have been great. Could have been a couple more generations, but like there was some kind of like connection with you specifically, even though you didn't met like in like soul realm, like in your soul connection is really strong. You were your mother's greatest gift, and bring so many people so much joy. You bring so many people so much joy. And then she was really like almost yelling when she said this. She says, "You matter. Put yourself first and do not settle." And then she says, she was going to go on and on and on. She said, "Take care of yourself." That was the last thing I heard. Take care of yourself. So that's what I got. All right, so let's go back to Rhonda. There was another energy. So Rhonda picked up two energies. I felt like there was a younger person I was going to connect to. I couldn't take both of them. So she was the stronger personality that came through. All right, so Rhonda connected to two energies and was actually able to get stuff from both. The first one was a male figure. She felt like a grandfather type figure, but maybe not a grandfather. So maybe like a grandfather figure to you or a guide. I don't know if you remember, I think it was last week, Rhonda, we had that person that was like a grandfather that came through. That's why we couldn't pinpoint. So I just wanted to remind you of that. So maybe we'll get some clarity on that. All right. So tall man, a beard, medium build, but stocky, lumberjack kind of. You can take that?
Yes, 100%.
All right. So who is this?
My best friend's father passed away, and he was actually the person who cut the Rockefeller Christmas tree for New York. He owned an entire landscaping company, so and he
Oh
was
my
a father figure for
goodness.
me. So
See,
Okay.
Rhonda? So
Yeah,
definitely, so not
I was so
grandfather, but
I don't know who, but I that's probably why I was trying to get the connection,
mhm.
and it was just like I couldn't pinpoint. Okay.
and
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
it's
and
not
he,
important. You can just tell them, I'm connecting.
Yeah.
It might be this, but this is what he looks like. And then she knew right away who it was because she was
Mhm.
also connecting to him.
Okay.
So
yeah,
good learning experience there. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. She also said he was smiling, good with his
Mhm.
hands, likable, teacher on survival skills, the
Yep.
dirt bike, the pickup truck, the bow and arrow, that all fits
Mhm,
with this
mhm.
man. Okay.
Oh,
100%.
that's wonderful. Okay.
And Rhonda, I'm just going to swing back. Did you get any kind of like feeling or why he was coming forward? Any kind of message with that? Because I didn't write it down.
You know what? It was so much coming in, and I kept seeing the other. I was trying to get so much. I didn't ask about the message, but
Yeah. And I
I
think you
was
were
just
getting stuck
writing.
too on who is this guy?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah, I'm sorry, but he's definitely around. He's yeah.
Okay. Then she picked up on this female. She felt like this also was some spirit that had passed on, older lady. And I think this may be the woman that we were all connecting to, if it is the same one that we all connected to. The curly hair, pinned up top hat. She could only see the top half of her. She was calm. She had a cigarette in a holder, like a fancy. She seemed fancy. I think that's
Mhm.
the impression I got. But she had a feisty personality. Are you connecting to this? Do you know who this
I
is?
am. It reminds me of my great grandma, who she lived to be 105. She was off the boat from Italy, but she'd make sure she was not Italian, she was Sicilian. So, and she did have one of those long, which we'd always laugh and
Yeah, it
mhm,
was like she was holding it just real
mhm.
elegantly. I'm like, okay. Okay.
But she could command a room. That's definitely something.
Cool. All right. Anything else, Rhonda, that you wanted validation on? You good?
No.
Good
No.
job. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, so Sarah connected to another older woman, blue and white apron, homey feeling, kept saying deer, garden. She saw the gardens with the trees. Is this the same person?
No,
No? Okay.
I'm thinking my grandma. She was the baker. She actually had an apron that color, and she passed away about 3 years ago. So that's kind of who I'm getting. And she was the kind of crunchy granola out in the garden all the time, and all of her fruits was hers, and kind of that person.
I actually heard grandmother, but I didn't
Mm.
want to be too specific, but it was the
Mm.
first thing I heard.
Awesome. Cool. Anything else, Sarah, you want me to get validated, or that was
No, I don't really have a message for her, so I'm sorry, but she's definitely there.
okay? Cool. All right, let's go with what Priya got. Okay, she also connected to grandmother or great grandmother figure. White blouse, the glasses, taking a better look. It was like that was the message I felt like that she was getting. Do you?
That connects more with my grandma, the one who Sarah was talking about. Yes.
Okay. And then she is obviously like watching over, taking a better look. She couldn't say anything, but she felt like that warm feeling, that cozy home. And then she also got the swimming pool. Did that resonate? What's
Not the
up with the
swimming
swimming
pool.
pool?
Yeah, not the swimming pool,
Hmm.
but definitely everything else.
Oh, what about the arthritis? The hands, something with their hands.
I'm not sure. No.
Okay. That was specifics I wanted to see. Okay. Was there anything else, Priya, that you wanted to have validated?
No, that's really good. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Was that woman that I connected to the same grandmother?
Mhm.
Or was it the great grandmother?
The great grandmother. Yep.
The great grandmother. What about the breast cancer or
Not that
cancer?
I could think of. No,
And I really felt like you didn't meet her, but you did.
I did, but not for. I was like pretty young,
Okay.
and I always say I regret not. She's one of those people that would sit there and just talk about like World War II and all the different and like the Great Depression. And I was so young that I just did not care. And now that I'm older, I wish she was still here so I could hear her stories.
Okay, so maybe that's what I was picking up on,
Yeah.
the fact that you regret not,
Yeah.
and that's what she was trying to show me. What about the tie-dye door? Did that have any
Not that I could think
significance?
of.
It was so weird. Okay. Blah, blah, let me see. Was there anything else? Did the message, did that connect with you?
Hmm.
With you bringing so many people joy, so much
Mhm.
joy, and putting yourself first, not settling? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to just ask you, was there anything else we should know that would fill in, or anything anybody wants to ask Amy about to fill in the blanks now that we're done with with our readings?
Not really, other than the books and the research.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
are in school or
I'm
college?
currently in the process of waiting for my graduate school admissions, like letters, if I get
Okay.
accepted or not. And I'm kind of in this crossroad of I have a really good job right now, but I'm not sure if I should quit it and then go to school or kind of. So that's I'm just the
Okay.
next 2 weeks I'm waiting and I should get my acceptances or rejections. So that was
Okay, and maybe
Oh,
that's a
okay.
lot with the fork in the road thing too.
and the schools are all in London. So it's a big move for me if I do decide to go there.
hmm
So that was in my opinion, the probably packing up and then decisions and
Yeah. I feel like, and I didn't say this, but I did see travel, and I don't know. I feel like you probably will be going. That's
Right.
awesome.
What about, I want to know about the addiction. Pray I picked up
Oh.
on addiction.
That's a big thing in my family.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was, and kind of at a crossroad of kind of like keeping them in your life and
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of, so.
Okay.
Elizabeth, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Because she said London. Then the last part of the psychic reading was, I saw an ancient clock and it was ticking.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
Oh, I got
Big
goosebumps
Ben.
all over. Yeah.
Right.
And the TikTok, like the waiting. That's what I
Yes.
got for that, like the
Oh.
TikTok. And I
Mhm.
don't know why I have to snap. I don't even know how to snap. Like I'm snapping when I said it before, it was snapping. I don't know. Cool.
Yeah, that's definitely, because at first I didn't even connect that. I didn't even think of that. So
That's cool.
100%.
All right. Anyone have anything else? Anything else, Amy, you want to share with us?
No, just
No?
again, thank you so much. What a very interesting experience. And
Yeah. It's fun.
it was
for us.
really, really great. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we're just going to close it down, brush off the energy, close it down however you like. I just like to, rub my hands, break the energetic connection. Thank you, Amy, so much for joining us today and sharing your energy. We lovingly cut all energetic cords and send back to you with gratitude and love. And I will send the recording out either today
Perfect.
or tomorrow. And again, thank you so much. Oh, I'm going to stop sharing this. Usually I stop sharing that. Perfect. All right. Thanks so much for joining, and I will be in touch.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good rest of your day.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let me stop recording.